This is the unboxing assembly of the 10-inch Contractor table saw, the R4560 from RIDGID. Start by unboxing the top styrofoam container. Building the stand. Connect the tube legs together by inserting the end of the left leg into the end of the right leg. Secure them together with the 75mm carriage bolt, the flat washer, the nylock nut, and tighten. Insert the 4 open ends of the tube legs into the leg collars. Secure each leg to the saw body with a 72mm carriage bolt, nylock nut, and tighten. Attach the 2 fixed wheels to the left leg using the 53mm carriage bolts and the nylock nuts, 1 for each wheel. Screw the adjustable feet into the threaded inserts in the right leg. Lay a scrap piece of 2x4 on the back of the saw as shown in figure 3 to prevent damage to the dust chute when riding the saw. Stand the saw right side up. The 2 adjustable feet can be raised and lowered by rotating them clockwise or counterclockwise. The feet may be adjusted to level the saw and can be locked in place with a fixed set screw using a 6mm Allen wrench. Unlock the bevel lock and rotate the motor assembly enough to remove the shipping foam protecting the saw motor. This is extremely important, and make sure you don't skip this step. Attaching the front and rear rails. Attach the front fence rails to the table front using 4 flat countersunk hex screws and hex flange nuts. Attach the rail union plate using 2 16mm flat countersunk hex shoulder screws and nylock nuts in the 2 holes where the rail sections meet. Use supplied rail alignment gauge to ensure the rails are in proper distance from the top of the table. Attach the rear fence rails to the table with 4 flat hex screws and hex flange nuts. Use the slot in the supplied gauge to ensure the rail is a proper distance from the top of the table. For any more details, refer to the owner's manual. Attaching the extension wings. Attach the extension wings to the table using the hex screw and split lock washers for each wing. The wings attach from underneath. Be sure to use a level or ruler to keep extension wings level with the table. Hole patterns on the 2 long edges of the extensions are different. Attach the extension wings to the front of the rear rails using the flat countersunk hex screws and the hex flange nuts. Be sure to confirm that the front and rear rails are level with the extension wings by using the rail alignment gauge. Repeat this process on the front rear rails for both the left and the right extension wings. Attach the spreader bar to the outboard end of the front and rear rails using the hex shoulder screws and the nylock nuts. Fence guide and power control box. Attach the right fence guide using 3 button head hex screws with split lock washers through the holes on the bottom side of the front rail. Attach the left fence guide to the front rail using 2 button head screws. Align the 2 holes in the switch box bracket with the holes underneath the front rail. These are located on the left side of the saw. Secure the power control box to the front rail using the hex screw and split lock washers. Use a ruler to make sure that both the left and right fence guides are parallel. Installing the throat plate. To install the throat plate, lower blade below the tabletop, then carefully feed the throat plate slotted end first from the rear of the table to the front, keeping the blade centered within the slot of the throat plate. Ensure that the throat plate is flush with the top of the table. Installing the handles. Insert one handle into the elevation hand wheel located in the front of the saw. Insert one handle into the bevel hand wheel located on the side of the saw. The rip fence handle is packaged individually and labeled accordingly. Insert the labeled handle to the rip fence. Anti-kickback pawls and blade guard. To reduce the risk of serious personal injury, anti-kickback pawls must be in place when making a through cut. Refer to the owner's manual for installation details for the anti-kickback pawls and the blade guard. If you have any questions with installation and assembly, please refer to the owner's manual. The R4560 10-inch contractor table saw is perfect for any wood shop. With its strong tubular base and powerful 15-amp motor, this table saw is ready for any project. For a full lineup of tool and more info, make sure you visit our website.